is a Melodyscape presentation. Tonight we have put together a unique show for you, which has been directed by Ramchandra Joshi. People like different kinds of music. One of them is Indian classical music. But often I have seen, people don't speak very highly of Hindustani classical music. Oh, this is boring. This is ooh all the time. But this evening we have a combination of short bandishes based on Indian classical music and some Hindi film songs, and the artists are going to try to relate some of the songs to uh, the rag on which they are based. But anyway, I don't want to goof up by speaking about the content or about music itself, because I don't think I am an authority on that. For that, I have called upon John Caldwell, who is famous from Geet Bazaar, which is also the media sponsor for this event. So I'm here to just talk a little bit about Melodyscape. I won't take more than maybe 3 minutes. Melodyscape is really a banner we created about 10 years back, and under which we produced about 26 TV episodes that have aired in the Bay Area in California. Um, the name again, Melodyscape, it comes from something like landscape, melody, showcase of melody. So that's why Melodyscape. And then everything from work such as auditioning, camera work, recording, post editing wherever required was done by volunteers. The reason for doing such episodes was again when I mentioned Indian music, I listen to Indian music, I like Indian music, people would just equate it to Bollywood, and I somehow didn't like it. Them saying Indian music is equal to Bollywood. That's not necessarily true. And while Bollywood music is legitimate music, of course, and in fact I would say that Bollywood has more followers than Indian classical music. But like I said, tonight the artist will try to relate some of the Bollywood songs to some of the rags on which they are based. One other reason for me to come here and speak to you is because I like to encourage local talent, and I'm hoping to produce this kind of quality show more often. And I encourage young participants, adults, musicians, instrumentalists, vocalists to approach me maybe at the end of this concert to see how they can be a part of this show, which I want to continue to do with support from audience such as you, and of course artists. So I think that's it. I have some standard housekeeping rules. Please silence your cell phones if you must have them on. And again, a lot of times I used to go, when I was a child, I used to go to some concerts and see the tabla guy, banging the tabla with his hammer. And I was wondering, why does he do that, And then, as I learned a little more, I realized that, we all know this, the tabla is in different pitches, and if it goes off tune, the singers and the tabla player himself, they are very distracted. With modern day cell phones with so many different kinds of tunes, which I just heard some time back, somewhere up there, it's very distracting to the audience. That's the reason I asked this, that you please follow this. I have instructed the house to not allow people to enter when somebody is singing. So they'll be allowed to enter only when there's applause. Thank you. And likewise, if you want to leave for some reason, please leave during the applause. That's it. Enjoy the show. I'm sorry? Oh. Yeah, my name is Arun Paranjpe. In the flyer that went around, I was one of the contacts there. Thank you.
I know you are not bad. भूपाली सुध सुर रच भूपाली सुध सुर रच छाया नट राग गाय छाया नट राग छाया नट राग गाय छाया नट राग गाय कामोदर सबरसत कामोदर सबरसत कामोदर सबरसत मधुबन गूंजत हमीर मधुबन गूंजत हमीर मधुबन गूंजत हमीर मधुबन गूंजत मधुबन गूंजत हमीर नंद गाय मन रिझावे 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 केदार गावत गुण केदार गावत गुण केदार गावत गुणी केदार गावत गुणी केदार गावत गुणी केदार गावत गुणी श्याम समय शारंग गावत कल्याण श्याम श्याम समय शारंग गावत कल्याण श्याम हिंडोल गावत सब हिंडोल 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 गावत सब ओढव कल्याण राग ओढव कल्याण हिंडोल गावत स हिंडोल गावत स हिंडोल गावत सब 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 ओढव कल्याण ताडव कल्याण ताडव कल्याण ताड हिंडोल हिंडोल हिंडोल
Good evening, music lovers. Namaste, salam, aapka swagat hai. We, the team at Melodyscape, would like to welcome you to Kalyan Rang, conceptualized and directed by Sri Ramchandra Joshi. Taliyan, zarur. Tonight we will depict the colors of Kalyan through a variety of classical, semi-classical, and film music based on rags belonging to a Kalyan Tat. We will also pay respect to the living legends of the past and present, the music directors, musicians, and musicologists who have contributed so much to the unfathomable ocean of Hindustani classical music. We began with a composition by Sri Ramchandra Joshi, inspired by an original rag mala by the legendary late Pandit Bholanath Bhatt of Banaras. This was a Kalyan mala, a garland of melodic phrases based on the rags from the Kalyan Tat or family. The Kalyan rag family includes Yaman, Bhoop, Shuddh Kalyan, Kedar, Kamod, Maru Bihag, Chayanat, Nand, Hamir, and many more. The enormous diversity of Hindustani music is derived from 7 simple notes: sa, re, ga, ma, pa, dha, and ni. Of these, five can be altered to obtain additional notes. We can lower 4 of the notes to produce komal re, komal ga, komal dha, and komal ni. And ma can be raised slightly to produce tivra ma. This gives us a total of 12 notes to work with. The 7 unaltered notes are called Shuddh. But before talking about rag, we should explain the concept of tat. Tat in Hindustani classical music is used for classifying rags. Rags that use similar selections of notes are placed in the same tat or family. There are 10 different tats in Hindustani classical music: Kalyan, Bhairav, Marva, Todi, Asavari, Kafi, Bhairavi, Bilawal, Purvi, and Kamaj. The Kalyan family, the tat that we will explore tonight, contains an important group of evening rags. Kalyan tat is characterized by the tivra ma, although it's not essential to have tivra ma in some of the rags that we'll explore. All of the other notes are shuddh, in other words, pure, not altered. And Ramchandraji, if we could hear Kalyan tat in its simplest form.
Sa re ga ma pa dha ni sa sa ni dha pa ma ga re sa.
So that was the tat, the simplest form of Kalyan. And all of the Kalyan rags are derived from that tat. But what is the meaning of Kalyan? Kalyan conveys multiple meanings: happiness, joy, peace of mind, stability, prosperity, satisfaction, and all are connotations of Kalyan, but no single English word can capture the depth and breadth of the meaning it contains. In Indian classical music, we find the notion that certain notes themselves evoke meaning and emotion. The unaltered re, pa, and sa are stable notes that bring a sense of peace and stability to all of the rags in Kalyan tat. In contrast, the ni and tivra ma are notes that talk to each other, lending a sense of longing or yearning to the rags in this tat. These notes are combined into melodic phrases that characterize the tat. And now Ram will give us a look at the ragang of Kalyan, the melodic phrases that typify most of the rags in this family.
Pa re ga